Okay, we're ending the week and finishing up on 2 Peter 1, 3 through 5. So let me share that with everybody. We read, His divine power has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness through the knowledge of Him who called us to His own glory and excellence, by which He has granted to us His precious and very great promises, so that through them you may become partakers of the divine nature, having escaped from the corruption that is in the world because of sinful nature. For this very reason, make every effort to supplement your faith with virtue, and virtue with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with steadfastness, steadfastness with godliness, and godliness with brotherly affection, and brotherly affection with love. For if these qualities are yours and are increasing, they keep you from being ineffective or unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. Whoever lacks these qualities is so nearsighted that he is blind, having forgotten that he was cleansed from his former sins. So as we're finishing up these passages, verse 8 talks about that we're supposed to increase in these virtues, and that if we don't increase, we become ineffective and unfruitful. And here's the thing, it ends up with in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. And that's just not head knowledge. That's how to live Christ, right? We do those things, we interact with other people. It shows us how to become more like Christ. Without interacting with people, we can't become more like Christ. That's the key. Jesus didn't come down to earth to save stuff. He came to save people and have that connection with him. So as you look at all those words that we've talked about, all those virtues about faith and knowledge, steadfastness, self-control, godliness, brotherly affection, love. And the thing is, it's not just working on one of those, it's working on all of those. Right? You can't work on one and forget everything else, then you become ineffective in all the other things. So as you look at these, it talks about ineffective and unfruitful. How do you know if you're how do you know if you're effective? You look at the fruit. What is what you're doing producing? Right? You look at all those things with self-control, knowledge, brotherly affection, love. You look at all those and maybe make a list of, if I were doing this, this is the fruit, this is the produce I would see not only in my life, but in other people's lives. And as we mentioned before, during this time, a lot of times we can be inward focused and self-centered. We just want to produce what we want instead of serving other people. So that's the prayer today, is that people will remain to be effective and they'll remain to be fruitful in the areas that they need to be. So pray that into people's lives today.